Los Angeles, California, where tonight, Main Events is proud to present an evening of professional boxing for your entertainment. Brought to you in association with Miller Lite, the Mandalay Bay Resort Casino of Las Vegas, and HBO Sports. These bouts are sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission. First bout is presented in association with Murad Mohammed M&M Sports. The three judges at ringside scoring this contest will be Gwen Adair, James Bagshaw, and Max DeLuca. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Jose Cobian. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Junior Featherweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing gold, blue, and gray, officially weighing 121 1/4 pounds. His professional record, 21 victories, including 12 knockouts, and he has one bout even. He's now fighting out of the Bronx in New York, but he is originally from Ciudad de Mexico. Damas y caballeros, here is the undefeated challenger, EMMANNUEL Lucero. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red trimmed with black. He officially weighs 120 pounds. His professional record, 36 victories, including 27 knockouts, with only 2 defeats and 1 draw. From General Santos City, Philippines, ladies and gentlemen, the defending IBF Junior Featherweight Champion of the World, Manny Pacquiao.
This one could be sizzling.
Gentlemen, I already gave you previous instructions as the dressing room. Do you have any questions? Touch your gloves and come back with the belt. Good luck.
One of those matchups that come along every so often and surely cannot fail to disappoint us. The heavy-handed, talented southpaw Manny Pacquiao defending his IBF 8 stone 10 title for the 4th time against this big swinging body puncher from the Bronx, Emmanuel Lucero, who critics here have leaned towards for the upset. Both can bang, both are leaky and can be tagged, cut and hurt. Power and vulnerability. Can't wait, Jim.
Yeah, this should be a corker. Lucero has not been stopping people as he's moved slightly up in class. He's been getting them on the floor but not keeping them there. So we'll see if he can do it at the highest level.
The red trunks of the man who trains at the Wildcard Gym with Freddie Roach here in Los Angeles, but is a hero back in the Philippines. They've even got a Manny Pacquiao Day. Real cult operator in fight number 40, and it's his 8th world title fight and Lucero's first. Coming forward, big right hands. Lucero trying to back Pacquiao up. He only knows one way to fight, doesn't he, Lucero?
Yeah, but I think he's keeping a tight defence and his chin low to combat the southpaw jab of the champion. He knows he can't trade jabs, he has to get close. So I think he's prepared to take punches high in the forehead to get close and let the body shots go. Maybe just a little bit wild at the moment.
Trying to measure his jab, Pacquiao. He's had bags of experience. Very decent fighter, but occasionally can be open. And that's the chance that the butcher, Emmanuel Lucero, has got in only his 23rd fight.
Well, Pacquiao a couple of times already has stepped back from exchange with his hands down. Very dangerous against this fellow with the swinging punches.
That left and right hooks going over. That sort of Ricardo Mayorga look about him, hasn't he? Better combination though from Pacquiao.
Yep, I think Pacquiao has decided to get this man on his back foot to take some of the sting out of his work. definitely the more cultured boxer, the champion.
It's the real question. Is it about levels? Is Lucero good enough to make the step up in class? Both say they're 24, but Pacquiao probably a little older than that. Certainly seems as though he's been around forever.
Yeah, Pacquiao is catching most of these body shots on his elbows. He's covering up well, showing good defence. I think that may be the difference between these two tonight. The better defensive qualities.
Looks more rounded after the first 3 minutes. The very knowledgeable, calm presence of Freddie Roach in the Pacquiao corner. Saw Freddie recently in Scotland with Alex Arthur. Got a buzzing stable here, and he really rates this fighter.
Yeah, I think all he'll be telling Pacquiao at the moment is just to keep nice and calm, keep a cool head, don't get involved with Lucero. But that was a decent first round.
Look for the body shot, Freddie Roach is saying. Manny Lucero with firm Asuncion, originally from Mexico City, Lucero. Trains in New York. Had a couple of real battles in his career. In his third pro fight, he was knocked down in the first 20 seconds, got up to floor his opponent 3 times, all in the first 3 minutes. Here's the second. It's the IBF Super Bantamweight title, 8 stone 10 or 122 pounds. The champion is the southpaw in the red with the white boots, the long arms of Manny Pacquiao, and the brawl and brawn of Emmanuel Lucero. Can he catch Pacquiao, or will he be taken apart?
Well, Lucero certainly has the power, but it's the accuracy that's letting him down at the moment. And Pacquiao can see the punches coming, he knows what's happening, and he's just keeping his defences nice and tight. Lucero has to find some more accuracy.
Is the possibility of a clash of heads too? Watch out for that. Both have had bad cuts before. Lucero when he fought Angel Chacon recently. The eyes have healed, and look at Pacquiao now, looking sharp. He's been sparring with big lightweights here in Hollywood, having gone through a difficult patch out in the Philippines. He went off the rails, admits that, but said he's focused again and needs to be here.
Yeah, this is a dangerous fight. I think he's far more talented than Lucero, but Lucero's definitely a danger, and he has to have his wits about him. But he's pushing Lucero back whenever he can, and I think that should be the tactics. Back him up, use the southpaw jab, use the skills, don't get involved too much.
The speed of Pacquiao as he looks for the body. He's listened to Freddie Roach. This is the round in which he blew away Jorge Julio on the wonderful Lennox Lewis Mike Tyson night in Memphis. Lucero, look at the way he wields in those hooks. Almost fell over at the end of that little combination.
But he's putting too much power and effort into punches that are not landing. Over the 12 rounds, that takes its toll.
Raw and rugged. Look at the quality from Pacquiao. Picking his punches very well, looking sharp.
Yep, and keeping his chin down for a change, which is a smart move tonight.
Has lost a couple of times before and has been on the floor. Pacquiao. Can Lucero do that to him? Pacquiao looks really up for this, and he's boxing well. The crowd here at the Olympic Auditorium getting value for money with this one.
Look for the body shots, okay? Now here. When you make him miss, okay? I want the left uppercut to the middle, come back to the hook, okay? Alright? Start with the hook, okay? You'll finish it.
He doesn't like the body shots. Is that right?
Well, take it with me, Adam, nobody likes them, but when a fella's throwing swinging wide hooks, the body is wide open, and Freddie has spotted that already.
Third round. So far, Manny Pacquiao looking for a successful fourth defense of his IBF Super Bantamweight title. What's a right hand? Catches Lucero, who looks disjointed and really all over the place. Has he got a game plan other than just to rush in and try and catch Pacquiao with a haymaker?
Well, so far Lucero just looks like a strong little slugger who is out of his depth. I mean, some of these punches he hasn't a hope of landing. It's just going to swing and hope, I think, but if one does land, it could turn this fight around.
That left hand did land from Pacquiao, and Lucero's all over the place. It's going to be stopped, it is, in the third round. And Manny Pacquiao was a class above Emmanuel Lucero, who looked dangerous, but Pacquiao just covered up well, listened to Freddie Roach in the corner, found the body shots, and then a sweet left hand, which, well, had Lucero thinking he was back in Mexico.
Yep, and they left the referee with no choice, absolutely no choice whatsoever. Had to stop the fight then and there. Obviously, but we don't have a standing count, which we do have in European boxing. If that was the case, they could have given an 8 count, but he was gone, facing the wrong way. Beautiful punch that caused the damage.
A little bit like Costa Siu's demolition of Zab Judah. Just didn't know Lucero where he was, and a very important night for Manny Pacquiao, who's had his problems, but what a peach of a shot.
Well, we thought if one man was going to finish the fight with one punch, it may have been Lucero. We didn't fancy Pacquiao to do that, but that was a peach and bang on the chin. But this fellow just really a glorified little slugger who was way out of his depth, and as you can see here, the referee, no choice whatsoever. I mean, Lucero finished up on his knees. If he'd gone on his knees a little bit earlier, then the referee could have given him a count, but by that time the fight was already over. If he had done this earlier, he would still be in the fight, possibly, but I don't know if he could recover from that, because it was a peach. Yep. Completely robbed him of his senses.
One of the most important shots landed in the career of Manny Pacquiao. Had pressure on him tonight. Thought of as either the leading or the second super bantamweight in the world. The other, another southpaw, Paulie Ayala. Wouldn't that be a cracker if they got together? Both come forward fighters, but for now he's dealt with the dangerous but limited Emmanuel Lucero.
Did he look like an amateur to you, and you felt that it was just a very short time until you were able to connect?
Mukhang bagito pa at kayang-kaya mo?
I saw in the tape his fight before. I know I can beat him knockout.
All right, so you've scored a knockout. Where does Manny Pacquiao go now? Do you want to fight somebody like Paulie Ayala or some other top 122 pounder, or do you want to go right to the featherweight limit at 126?
Kung ngayon nanalo ka, gusto mo bang labanan, tumaas ka, laban mo sa Ayala o featherweight, ano bang plano mo?
First of all, I want to fight Barrera, especially Barrera and Paulie Ayala, and anytime I'm ready, and anybody.